Hello everyone and welcome to Off-Road Adventures. Today we have a little bit of a situation. Our inside front axle boots are torn. Normally I would just replace the boots, but since I noticed that at the end of the Ocala adventure, she's getting all new axles, as I'm not really sure how long they went without those boots. We will be modifying these brand new half shafts in order to reduce the chance of any sort of leakage, as well as possibly help prevent the boots from leaking in the future. In order to replace them, you have to take the wheel off first, and then there's this little dust cap on top. You just work it off. You can either pry it off like I'm doing here and tap it off with a little pry bar and a hammer. Once you remove this dust cover, you can see the nut exposed underneath. It's covered by this castle nut cover, so you have to remove the cardi pin first, and then the cover just falls right off. It is a little bit stubborn sometimes. The straighter you can get the cardi pin, the easier it'll be. For the following fixes, I will do the same thing as I'm done with the past ones, and let you know if they work or not. As far as the previous Christmas light extension cable covers on the air-fuel ratio sensor connectors, they've been submerged twice so far and still going strong. Aha! Success! Now blast that nut off with an impact. Just makes life easier. If you plan on reusing the axle, make sure you reinstall the nut slightly, so when you bang it through, you don't damage the threads. All we have left is just two nuts on the bottom holding the spindle to the lower ball joint. Blast those off and we're in business. Once that's attached, you pull it out of the way and the axle can either be banged or pried out. The first thing we're going to do is get rid of these crappy clamps, because if you use these, they will seep out the edges of the boots. I replaced these with these screw type clamps mounted opposite of each other as to not cause any balance or vibration issues. They're much tighter and will hold position a lot better and not allow it to leak. Now those work for sure, but here's an experiment we're going to try. We're going to move the inside boot down just a little and clamp it off further down the shaft of the axle. You can see here that it doesn't quite have to flex as much if you do this, so hopefully it'll last a little bit longer for us. Now all that's left is to put it back together in the opposite order of which you took it out. Let us know if you think this will work in the comments. Until next time, we'll see you on Off-Road Adventures.